Good morning, it's Coach here. As you can see, I have Jason and Matt here with me. I just wanted, I've had a lot of people reach out to me asking me about the Rainmaker settlement and stuff. And, I've been off Discord, since the first few weeks of that, just because it really frustrated me and I didn't want to, just say a bunch of stuff I regretted. But I feel like I should make a post just because I have so many people asking me. So, first off, I love like 99% of the people at Draftkings. All my account reps have been really awesome. I really like Sean as well. My last account rep. But, my overall feelings are, I wasn't going to punish myself and not play Draftkings because, their DFS product still has the highest prize pools. But it's disgusting what they did to the people. If you add up like the top 10 people's salaries, they make more in a year than the entire marketplace spend of Rainmakers. And I'm a capitalist. I'm all for making as much money as you can. But DK used to seem like it was run by one of the guys. Now those guys just run us over. What they did was, in my opinion, well thought out. They kept driving money into the marketplace and kept telling you football is good, you're buying past your cards, buying all these things, and then pulled the rug out under knowing that. They're a huge company. Refunding the 300 and some million in marketplace spend wouldn't have done anything to their 5 year outlook. That's like the salary of their top 6, 7, 8, 9 people in a year. They would have been fine. Instead, they made you seem like insignificant customers. They'll just keep going and getting more. They took our money, ran. I can tell you a story of a guy. I don't want to put his name out there, but he's a teacher and he did really, really well. Making six figures on Rainmakers. And past year contest, he was making 3-4 grand a week for NFL. So he takes a lot of his winnings and he buys all these past year cards. And he asked people, is the product going to be around? Going to be around? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, quits his teaching job. All right. They pull the rug from under, give him pennies on the dollar. Don't even refund the past year's cards that he never had a chance to play. So now this guy, doesn't have a teaching job, followed the advice of DraftKings, or telling him they had the game, and they give him a piss poor offer of like 20% or 30% of his spend on cards he hadn't even played yet. You should not be making 50 million in total compensation while you screw people. Okay, make $1 billion. I don't care, but do not screw your customers and steal the money. It's a joke. So I'll tell you, this is not legal advice, but I've built a $20 million company and I've been in some lawsuits. Some in which I had to protect our assets, and some in which people wanted a handout and they sued me or my company. Never lost one. Never paid a penny out in a legal judgment outside of like when I didn't pay a credit card bill or something like that back in the day. But I can tell you that only lawyers win in these lawsuits. At one time, I had to spend $70,000 to collect 100. Okay, it took me 2-3 years to net 30,000 when I was wronged 100. I've multiple times had to spend $60,000-$70,000 to defend my company or myself against a fraudulent lawsuit to only have it dismissed, never get that money back. So I took my settlement, and I thought long and hard about when doing it, but DraftKings is going to defend vigorously any lawsuits because once they set the precedence of let's say I sued them and they settled, everybody would be doing that. So I would have had to have spent years and hundreds of thousands of dollars to go after this. Now, do I think I would have eventually won? Yes. But my settlement was nowhere near what it should have been. They robbed me, took my money, bought some more private jets or something, and paid me pretty much nothing on all the past year cards. And they certainly knew about it when they were telling me they were going to have the game. But again, this isn't legal advice. I think there is a potential avenue. And again, I don't know, but I'm hopeful the other case, you get certified as a class action. And hopefully at some point then, because it was a previous case, I'll be able to join the class. Now, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to sit down here and give legal advice. But what I would do if I was in most positions with all my experience is I would recommend, even though for me and for most people, it probably makes sense to take the offer, sit back and watch that case and see if it's a possibility to be added to it. But it would be very difficult to fight them, very, very expensive. So it's not likely that anybody would want to do that alone. Now, kind of in closing, I'm going to continue to play DraftKings DFS, unless they boot me, for this video or something along those lines. But this is a perfect example of what's wrong with the world and why people, they don't like, capitalism sometimes, because I feel like they used to be one of the guys, like I said, but all the money in the corporate America changes them. Like, what's wrong with running like a multi-million, billion-dollar company and doing things the right way? I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. You failed the product. All your people are suing you. The NFLPA, the PGA will probably be next. The UFC will probably be next. Borderline fraudulently conveyed to people that there was a product, buy. When you guys knew all along it wasn't going to do that. The right thing would have just been to eat the bad quarter, to refund people in full. Instead, you have people basing their life decisions off of this. For what? For a one good quarterly report, it's sickening. We can make money in this world and do it in a respectful way. But instead, these two guys took our money, our Reignmakers money, and ran with it. And they're laughing at us. And the problem is we're still using the product because there's not a lot of other options. I've taken a lot of my betting elsewhere, but the other thing would be is even if you went away, who would suffer? It would just be the little guy. It'd be your account reps. It'd be the people that do the customer support. The good people, not the people that took our money at the tops, knew they were going to cut the cord on the product, laughed all the way to the bank. Okay? So in closing, I would recommend taking the offer, watching the other suit. But this is very, very disappointing how this turned out. It was a great game. Great community. Met a lot of really, really cool people. I will still go to the DraftKings events and hope to see some of you. I won't make any more negative posts. This is not necessarily negative. This is my opinion, which happens to be probably negative. But nonetheless, all this is an opinion and, meant to communicate to the people. Everybody, best of luck. Do what you can. Win some money. There's enough pots and pools in it for all of us to win. Stop hating on people. Lift each other up and enjoy the rest of the football season. Thank you.